was all I needed. Alright. Chat. Cool. Stream's up.
Oh, no wonder I'm sliding all over the place. The tire pressure is mad high.
Let's get it. Yo, I ain't gonna cap. This streaming shit's difficult.
Wait, how so?
Cause I'm fucking annoyed. Cause like,
I mean,
it's something I'm not used to doing.
you just gotta have your settings right, really. And it's literally just you playing the game with the stream running in the back. That's how I view it.
Actually, need some brakes now.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about what you said, by the way?
What?
You suggested that people, there's certain opinions that people shouldn't give each other. And yeah, I see that a lot of people agree with that. Because growing up, I had to really ask people, like I had to ask people in confidence, damn near, like to give me their actual opinion of me. Because people would not just give you that shit. They won't say it half the time. I had to be
Yeah,
like,
but
no,
there's-
like really be honest here. Like really be honest. Don't hold back. They'd be scared to give me their opinion.
I just feel like certain things should not be said. Like, you just racist, bro, get out of here. Like, that doesn't benefit anybody. Like, there's criticism, then there's constructive criticism, right? Like, remember how you told us before, with the benefit of, like, you telling people are fat, all right, they're gonna go to the gym. Like, there's some positive that comes to that, right?
Then
Like,
they're
just some
probably
nigga
not gonna
that's
go
literally,
back.
hey,
Yeah.
nah, that's what you literally said. They're gonna go work out because they feel bad about themselves, et cetera,
No,
et
no,
cetera,
no.
right?
No. Typically, you'd want them to, but at least they know what to do. They know that, you know, what society thinks of them. Yeah, but go ahead, my bad.
All right,
I don't think they
let's
actually
just-
want to do it at the time.
Well, that's like the benefit of what I was saying from that. Like, the only way I
Okay.
can see that actually working out is like, hey, you constantly tell somebody this. Granted, they will probably change it. There will be those people who don't want to change anything, and they're just like, hey, I ain't listening to you, bro, et cetera, et cetera. But like, yo, there's no reason for you going over saying, hey, I don't think black people should be able to vote. I don't think you guys should have been left out of slavery. Like, nigga, who are you? Why do you matter? What's your purpose in saying this? Like,
I would love to get somebody's opinion on it too. Like what their purpose is. They might have a good reason.
they will not, bro. You know why they will not?
What if they pull up like academic so mental health issues within the community, and that's their reason. Pretty good reason.
All right, then let me acknowledge this, right? How many people? Not even a joke. How many people are school shooters? What race are they? No, not even a joke.
Generally
How
they're
many
white.
people- right? So if you have these troubled white kids going around shooting up schools, and granted, there's a lot more of them, so their numbers do not seem as high as ours. What does that tell you about them? If they are the ones going around shooting up schools, killing all these little kids, right? Are their mental health issues probably a lot worse than ours? Like,
I don't think that says that. I don't think that supports, you know. I don't think that has any support to match up against the average shootings within black communities. I think the overall volume of black shootings in black communities are much higher than that of school
that is
shootings.
true, but you don't. All right, one is specifically gang related. Then the other one is just this kid getting bullied and going to a school and deciding to air out a clip on the entire school.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the how do I say this? They have weaker mental states than most black kids. Like, what does your mom tell you when a kid hits you, right?
Hit them back.
Exactly. They get told, "Oh, go report it to the teacher." Right? So from the very start, their parenting is different. The way they approach problems is different, and everything else is different. When they have a problem, they think, "All right, I shouldn't have to deal with it myself. Let me go to another authority, and they'll deal with it." Yo, if you're in a fight in the street, you can't just have time to run and call the police. You gotta defend yourself. Like,
I agree. We had to
Granted-
adjust for our circumstances.
granted, you are right that there are a very high volume. Like, I'll admit, there are a lot of more shootings in black communities than there is in white communities. That's just a given thing. But it's like, yo, I do feel that most white kids are mentally weaker and unprepared than most black kids.
For confrontation,
Even if there's a different situation they're in, as in a black kid being in a gang situation, etc. It's just like, there's no reason this little kid should be going and airing out a clip at his school just because some nigga's been bullying him for like a few weeks. Like, bro, just go beat them up, fight them. Most bullies are actually just cowards. They're not gonna, like, yo.
See what I think? I think people these situations would suggest that people put their reactions, how they decide to react is based on where they put their power in, right? So if you take a white kid's power away from his hands by telling him go tell the teacher, don't hit him back, right? This is what they typically tell him, right? You take the power away from his hands, you take the power away from his ability to fight, right? But what you do encourage is the natural American dream, you know, and house and all that stuff. But with that, all that stuff comes hunting, use of guns in the range, having a gun in your home for safety, right? So you encourage shooting, but you discourage fighting, right? And in our communities, we encourage fighting and we discourage shooting. Shooting happens anyway as a, you know, unnecessary, unfortunate side effect.
Event.
Yeah, but naturally, we put power in our hands. Our friends put power in our hands. This is what our parents taught us. Our communities teach us. Hit them back, strike them, right? Hit them with your hands. So we just put our. They don't know that they have any power in their hands, because when white kids hit each other, what does the rest of the school do? Oh my God! Look at what Kyle hit him. Oh my monster! God, it was like a nuclear bomb, like, dude, right? So they fucking
but
what
it's
they do
just in
is
my
like this
mind.
nigga showing up with a, you know, with an actual solution. The solution is Kyle doesn't have to hear this from anybody.
Kyle's gonna air out the crowd.
Kyle's gonna air this shit out, and now he doesn't have to hear with anybody. The black kids, the Spanish kids, and our minority community, they go, yo, you fuck that nigga up, right? Yo, you washed, bro. Oh my.
Yeah, you getting dapped up the next day.
Hands. So how are we gonna blame these white kids for? I'm not saying it's okay, bro. I'm just saying I understand how they get there.
But it's just like you can't make my point is you can't make that argument without looking at every fact. Like you can't like I get what you're saying. They go, oh, all right, black people have such and such and such. All right, cool. Let's also look at how many people are also doing other crimes, like in the same category, right? So let's look at how many kids are just killing people at school, or how many people are killing people at school, and what race are they, right? Granted, white people, as I said before, very like, let's say it's like 3 million white people, right? And then like 50,000 of the kids are going around shooting up schools, right? And granted, that number may not seem like a lot when you look at like, this is only like 500,000 black people, and then like 10,000, 5,000 people are going to shoot up schools. Yo, I get it. There's a much larger number, right? And it's a much smaller number. But let's actually look at how many more people in this category are actually doing that, bro. I understand there is a much bigger number of white people, but yo, there's just, it's a dominated white state. Let's be real. Or country, correction.
It is.
There's far more white people here than anybody else's, regardless. So we can look at even
74%
minorities
of the country they make up.
Yeah, that's what I say. We can look at minorities as a whole and see that only like Jaquan and Ramon is going shooting up schools on a Tuesday, and then you got Kyle, Jason, Todd, Matthew, and all these other niggas is going to shoot up schools every other day of the week. Like, it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense that.
It doesn't make sense that. Honestly, no. But it's as we said before, it's the way they deal with their issues differently. That's why they eventually get to that. But what I'm saying is, you can't look at one thing and say, oh, look at all the shooting in the black community. All right, look at how many white kids are just going shooting up schools for no reason. Like, the gang community thing, or the gang shooting thing, they have their own set of reasons and stuff that's happening. People's family are being killed, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's something you can't exactly commend, but they have their own reasons, more or less. It's not something you can accept and commend, as I said before, but there's some reason. There's no reason that you should go to school, get bullied for a week, and decide you're gonna bring a gun to school to go kill all these kids.
I doubt it's a week, but I
no,
understand
you know what I mean, though. It's not a week. It's typically like a few months of bullying, but it's like, bro,
yeah,
just
years. It's normally years of bullying, bro. Let's be honest. I mean, in most of these stories, yeah, like no, like that
shit though.
Like, he's done. He's over that shit, bro. Like, bro, I got bullied from kindergarten to 7th grade.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, like, the power
Bro.
was also whisked away from me. Let me be clear.
I got
bullied. I used to fight.
in 8th. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You finish?
In 8th. I want to hear what you got to say after this too.
No, I was gonna say I got. Oh, go ahead. Go.
Yeah, I got you.
Go.
So, yeah, I got bullied up all the way to that grade. My dad took that power away from me. My mom took that power away from me. I got kicked out of one Catholic school, 2 Catholic schools. I got kicked out of, and then I went to a private school, and then I got moved to go live with my dad. Right? I got bullied all them years. Them Catholic schools that are run by white folk. You know what I'm saying? The whole narrative was, you better not hit nobody, and I seen extreme results. I got expelled. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do in turn? I fucking turned my stress inward. I developed anxiety, and I got bullied until 7th grade. I was in public school in 7th grade. But 8th grade, shit changed. I got tired of being bullied, so I stopped getting bullied. But that's only because they were able to give me that power. Be like, yo, use your hands, use your hands, use your hands. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I might have been your first black school shooter, but I didn't have access to guns. I fucking hated them kids. I got bullied for, what, 8 years straight at school? Shit's annoying, bro.
My situation with bullying is different because, like I said, or I was gonna say, in the 8th grade, there was one kid who did try to bully me, but it's like, yo, I only put up with it because it's more in the sense of, it will just, like, how do I say this? It's not worth the fight. Not just I wouldn't fight, it's not worth the fight, right? But it's like, it got to the point where I was so annoyed, I was like, yo, you fucking bitch, what are you doing? Like, I literally said that, like, who do you think you are, more or less? Like, I'm not about to just sit here and, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then I got suspended for a few days. And you can guess why?
I got expelled, bro, twice.
Ooh,
I've been expelled from 2 schools by 5th grade, bro. 4th grade, man. I'm saying I can relate and understand, like, why that feeling of wanting to shoot a school up, bro. That shit, I feel like I can understand that feeling.
I was about to say, the time that you were in the 5th grade is different from the time I was in 8th grade. Bullying was more known about during the time I was in 8th grade. So if you had a confrontation with somebody or something like that, it was probably like less harshly punished.
Right. It was rough. Rough. Anyway, I get these kids, man. I do think it's extreme though. I think it's way too extreme, bro. But I get it.
I just like based on your experience, I can get it because you said you literally expelled twice, which I find extreme. I just can't understand why they just let people walk over them.
Yeah, all the power was taken away from you.
Yeah.
My pops and all that shit. It's not having it.
No, I get it though.
See, no, these are good conversations, man. I think these kids need to, they need to, give them their real opinions, man. They can't even give you real opinions nowadays.
No, that doesn't happen. Hold up a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Facts.
Yes and no. But like I said, there's a gray zone with everything, bro. And if you have those, as I said before, nigga who had his uncle as a clan member just coming out like, yo, I don't believe black people should vote for such and such. Like, granted, as Piper said, there could be legitimate reasons, but you have the idiots who just say stuff for no reason. It's like, yo, what is your purpose, bro? Why are you doing this? Like, I don't understand.
It's just, my
Like, if that's the case.
And you said, but you have, and then my shit went out.
Oh, I said there's a gray zone with everything, and then like I said before, you could have had that one kid who had his uncle as a clan member back in like the 60s and 50s, whatever, right? And then he has a hard-rooted hatred for black people, not even based on his own experience, his own ideas, and nothing, just something that's been taught to him over time, and he just goes off of, hey, we shouldn't let black people have rights. They shouldn't be such a like. There's no logical reason for him to have these ideas or thoughts. It's literally just forced upon him, and he has no free say over anything. Like, his opinion is literally handed down to him. It's not even his opinion. And those people do exist. Like,
I mean, nobody really has their own opinion. I mean, all opinions are kind of forced on that one.
Depending, I disagree. I feel like you don't have an opinion depending on your age. Because I feel like as you get older, you open up more and you start to see different things in a different way. Like, I am pretty sure when you were like 8, your opinion on girls was so different than when you were 16. Like, but I'm saying your mind opened. I did. All right, Piper. It's gonna be fine for you.
5 seconds.
It's gonna be fine for you.
Nah, I was exposed to porn when I was 5 years old. Like, you understand? A lot of these people.
Nigga, too. Like,
a lot of these
people's
people.
Shit though, and that's the thing. That's a big difference between white people and black people. We were exposed to what everything was, because our parents didn't hide the shit. It was messy. You feel me?
OD messy.
So it's like my mindset's already fucked up because of what I've already been experienced to, what I'm already accustomed to. Like, the things that we value as normal are not normal to outside people. You feel me?
Right.
Like white people, because they grew up mom, dad, where most black people grew up mom, or some shit happened to your mom and you were with your dad.
Or your grandma, etc., something like that.
Heard.
And those issues never get addressed, never get talked about.
It's just, the thing I'm just trying to say is, your mind changes, your ideas changes, and your beliefs changes the more information that is available to you, and as time goes on. And as you grow up, you get more information so you better comprehend the information. Therefore, you actually form your own opinions for yourself. That's why some teens actually do go through a rebellious phase, and then some of them are like, they actually do have a point, and others are just stupid, bro. Like, they get their own ideas. Huh?
I guess after you say that.
Okay. Some of them actually have good ideas, and others are just more to, I want to go party, etc., etc. But when they were younger, I never thought. They just did whatever their parents told them, right? But just people change as they go older. They just get more information, they see more things, they think differently. That just happens. So as time goes on, they just form their own opinions. But what are you gonna say? Because I want to hear this.
So normally in the teenage years, you develop your own identity through rebellion, right? That's typically what they teach you in psychology. Now, I can agree. Yeah, you do form some of your own ideas. I don't believe you. I do believe most of our opinions are still forced onto us. So you're taking a lifetime worth of ideas, not even a lifetime. You're taking however long your parents were alive, worth of ideas, and then they're instilling ideas into your foundation, your basic memory and RAM, your hard drive from a young age, raising you up until typically your teen years or your 20s, and then you start hearing off of those opinions and forming somewhat of your own ideas. But how much of those ideas are really yours when the foundation came from someone else?
I get where you're going with that, and all right, let me speak for myself because I can't speak for everybody else. In my household, I'm smarter than most people in my family, right? So I had an idea where it's like I can't really take other people's opinions for certain things because I know more. So what's the point of listening to people who don't know nearly as much as me? Remember, I always tell you about how we play Smite, we play these games, right? And I always listen to the person that knows more than me. Like, it's just like a common denominator to listen to the person that knows the most, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just makes the most sense. That's just how the world should work, in my opinion. Like, if we get reverted back to the Stone Age, you have this one nigga here who knows everything about science. All right, it's kind of obvious we should be listening to him. He knows more than likely how to make medicine from these chemical or from the elements and stuff that we have. He more than likely knows how to make technology. Like, let's actually listen to this guy, right?
Assuming his character's good, because he could just spoil whatever he knows with his own opinions.
Yeah. Well, then again, that's one of those things you got to think, hey, can I just use this guy for the information and actually do something better? Because that's you being a judge of character at that point, rather than But that's not what we're talking about here.
Copy.
Like I said before, you can take whatever ideas they have you. Like, cool. If how do I say this, right? Let's bring up a top. Like just name a law, bro. Like something that they tell you to follow. Just name any law.
Oh, you can't kill anybody.
Right? They tell you cannot kill anybody, but then as you get older, you start to realize self-defense is a thing. And if somebody comes into your house with a gun, you're going to kill that person because it's your life or their life.
Self-defense is legal, though.
No, all right, but I'm just saying, there's things to everything, bro. All right. No. Let me give a better example because we were talking about this earlier. Gang violence, gang activity, right? If somebody kills your brother, it's very common for people to retaliate by killing that person. Like, that's just a normal thing. Granted, that's not the right thing. It's just something that happened. Your parents don't teach you that, bro. Most people do. They say, "Hey, just let the police deal with it." Even most black people, because they don't want their child dying like their other child did to gang activity, bro. Yeah, they don't want it happening. But you still do it because that's just something that you form your own opinion of right and wrong with. Like, I personally do not have a problem with it, even though it's not right. Like, because I've seen it. Like, I've seen my friends go through it, whatever. But I do not have a personal problem with it. It's just something that happens in the world we live in, bro. I just accept it. I move on. Somebody asks me, I don't know anything. That we call it a day. That's it, right? But there's other situations where it's just like certain things that your parents tell you are just facts, and you should kind of just take that with a grain of salt. Like, you shouldn't try to get over on the government with your taxes. They're gonna catch up with you. They're gonna catch up with you. Like, a lot of people got away with tax fraud and all that, but they're going to catch up with you at some point, bro. Like, be realistic, right? And then other things are a gray zone, as I always say. Like, as you said before, murdering somebody. Cool. This guy killed my brother. I do not feel like just sitting around letting the law deal with it.
Yeah.
It was more than likely something gang related, so they're not gonna really look that heavily into it. Let's be real.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah, but I would say you're not wrong with that. It's just I do feel like opinions and stuff change as people get older, and then there are those situations where things are just different for that person.
Yeah, I just don't think they change very much from whatever was instilled into your foundation. I don't think they've changed very far. I think like certain things that people are like, I don't like this. I'm not ever gonna do that. I have these boundaries. Or I'll do this, but I won't do that.
You know, you're right, but I always notice we always have these opinions, and we never fully agree or disagree with the other. Every time, bro. Every time.
Wait, me talking about me and you?
Yeah, every time,
Yeah.
bro.
It's educational. I'm not looking to win anything here. I'm looking like to understand and learn.
Nah, but I thought at some point or another, since we're both two intelligent people, maybe there'd be some middle ground that we, not even a middle ground, but something we flat out agree on. But it's like there never has been, bro. Not
Nah,
once.
I hate talking to people that agree with me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even think that I hate it. I just don't like having these kind of conversations with them. Like people are always, I do voiceover work, right? So people are always asking me about doing podcasts, right? They go, oh, you should get on my podcast. You should do this. You should do that.
I'm not gonna be a yes man, so I don't know.
I'm not a yes man. Can you bring somebody? Am I gonna be talking with people who are gonna agree with everything I'm saying, or are they gonna have their own views on stuff? I don't like talking to people. I don't like having, conversations where it's just like, yo, I agree. Yo, it's good, cuz. Right? I agree. I don't like that shit. Like, that's why me and Darnell, thank God, we talk about shit, we chill. Like, bro, the reason we can talk for hours is because the nigga don't just agree with everything. I can't stand people who disagree with everything. Like, where the fuck is your own opinion, bro?
I find you have to disagree with a valid explanation of why you disagree. Not just saying no to saying no. That's just my opinion, bro. Because a lot of people nowadays, like, when you say no, they're trying to stand out.
Wait,
but you
sound like you're
yourself
under a bag of
dumb,
chips,
bro.
Hold on, let's stop that. You sound like you're under a bag of chips, bro. You sound like you're at the bottom of the bag.
Me?
You really do.
No, Gillick sounds like he's at the bottom of the bag, like trying to make it out.
No, bro, that's his
Because
mic,
of Darnell's
bro. I was about
mic.
to say.
Yeah,
Because of that nigga, bro. Yes,
Nah,
very loud, bro.
It's just like absorbing the sound. That's all. It's absorbing the sound. My fault.
All I'm saying is, a lot of people nowadays like to say no. And Kevin Hart explained it best. They like to be negative for no reason. They like to say certain things just to try and stand out, and you're not standing out. You're just being weird. Like, that's all it is. Like, they can watch a movie, right? Or this is the example Kevin Hart gave. They can watch a movie, and everybody say it's one of the best movies ever, and they'll say, it wasn't that great. Why wasn't that great? I just didn't really like it. Why didn't you like it? They don't have no explanation for it. Just a generalized statement for everything, bro. If you can't, like, I understand saying something and then not being able to put into words, because I get that sometimes. Like, I will tell you, I don't like certain things, and I can't exactly put it to words, bro. I don't like yogurt. I can't put it into words. I just don't like it, bro. I can't put it into words, right? But it's me, huh? It's like, yeah, certain things you can put, like, hey, I don't like it, but you can't just give an opinion and then not form or not have an idea, or not have an explanation for that opinion. You can't give an idea and not have an explanation behind it. Like, you can't say, oh, I think children should not be aborted. Okay, why? You have people who are, huh?
I was gonna say you can if you want to piss people off.
Yo, but that's just them seeking drama, attention, etc., etc. There's no actual logic behind it. But we're talking about an actual discussion, right?
Yeah.
Not just some idiot just giving his dumb opinion. Like, if you say, I don't think people should be aborted, why? If you give me a valid reason why, all right, I'll give you a valid reason why abortion should be allowed. There are people who are getting raped and they don't want to have some random person's child. I think that should be acceptable, right?
I mean, we legit had a whole hour conversation, me, you, and Loki, about pedophiles.
Yeah.
Why don't you like pedophiles? What's your problem with them? I want to know. I want to make sense. I always bring up that conversation to people because they like pedophiles. That's like a trigger word for them and shit. So they hear me say that shit. Like, nah, I gotta know.
It's one of those. See, the thing is, if you were to tell me that as a random person, it would be a trigger word. I would just stop talking to you, bro. Because I don't know you like that. You can't even bring up that topic to anybody. Like, that's one of those. Like, you can't bring up, oh, I'm racist in a conversation. Like, that's just bro. But it's because I know you. I knew there was some actual logic behind it, so I gave it a pass at first. I could see what your viewpoint was, right? But that's one of those things you can't just say.
I do it on purpose, just to stir shit up. Cause then they think I'm like a pro pedophile or something. I'm just saying this shit to piss you off. I want to know why what's your hate against pedophiles. Because my issue with people just not liking shit, just not to like it, is the whole sheep mindset behind it. It's like, well, everybody doesn't like this, so I don't like it either.
Nah, I got nothing. I think older men, older women preying on little kids is just disgusting to me. Like, they don't even have a good understanding of what's really going on with their life. They barely understand their own sexuality, and you're forcing them to take upon your sexuality into their existence. They don't even know what's going on, bro. Stop. Like, relax with that. But that's just my own opinion because I actually have a reasonable explanation for it. Some people don't have that, and that's what we were talking about before. And I completely understand that they just keep following the trend. But it's like, yo, that topic is just like it makes my skin crawl, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, it just, yo,
That shit is fucking comical to me, bro.
honestly, I wish I could laugh about certain things. But it's just like I can't, bro. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Huh?
It makes me so uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Good, good. It's working.
I kicked this nigga. Something wrong with him. Code red. Code red.
Fucking. I don't know. That's not cracking me up, man. But you know, anyway. I'm always open to having that conversation with different people because I already know that they're expecting me to say some wild shit, and then I don't.
Nah, like I said before, if I didn't know you, I would not be having a conversation with you. I wouldn't even react. It's just like, all right, bro, and I'm just ignoring anything you say after that. Because it's like, yo, why is this nigga just bringing up pedophiles like this? Like, what's wrong with him, bro?
But yo, I
I'm
mean,
serious.
I would even throw the
Yeah.
I would even throw the interaction. You understand the basis behind what I said before, though. Like,
No, I get
We
it.
had
I
that
get it.
conversation
We were
more
talking
than
about
once.
how people are groomed and all that other stuff. Yeah, I get it. I remember that.
yeah,
one.
groomed, what your bodily makeup is, your body's age,
Mhm.
the fact that you can accelerate your age, the fact that you
Yeah,
can
how some
decelerate
people
your
develop
age.
to a far older degree than what they should be at that age, et
Yeah.
cetera. And then that's when you have to bring up the, oh, what if some people like flat women? Like,
Yeah.
it just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a reality. I mean, there are grown women out there on TV and everything with flat chests outright. I mean, you can watch Howard Book 2 and you can see a grown-ass woman with no titties, bro. No titties. And she has the bodily makeup of a fucking 12-year-old. She does. Like, she does. She has the bodily makeup of a 12-year-old who is going through puberty. She's a flat chest and a small bum. You feel me? Like, so that's just the reality. But grown men are still out here fucking her and attracted to her and in her DMs. Does that mean they like little girls? I mean, Christopher Sinclair, this professor at Harvard who studies anti-aging.
I thought you were about to bring up Chris Hansen for a second, but go ahead.
Nah, that would be funny though. I could have found the way into that one. Fucking, he's found a way to literally decelerate your age, like your bodily makeup, and it really you can actually live longer up until 120, 130 on average, and that's like him taking a 22-year-old woman who is a perfectly, full-blown adult, and decelerating her age, not through scientific methods, but through eating habits and other ways of doing it, and literally give her the bodily makeup of a 15-year-old woman, but still with the tits and ass. Does that mean you're attracted to 15-year-olds? I mean, there's so many
I
ways you can go
completely
with
get
that
what you're
shit.
saying. I
So many
completely
ways
get
you
what
can
you're
go with
saying.
it. I'd be like, oh, like, that's why I was like, yo, what's the actual problem? Attracted to younger women?
Yeah. No, it's.
I
Well,
know, I
yes
understand.
and no.
We spoke about it. I definitely
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I just don't like all these followers that be like, oh man, kill pedophiles. I'm like, well, you were
Now,
checking
what's
out
your-
this young girl just the other day, like, stop it. We caught you looking at ads and you didn't realize she was underage. Bro, everybody does it. Like, especially if you live in New York City or a busy area, you're gonna see, you might get caught looking at ads that you didn't realize was fucking 18, 17 years old. Because,
All right,
guess
I was
what?
gonna say
They went through
18. That's
puberty.
kind of a different story, but still,
17 is only but months away from 18. Like,
that is true. But once again, one gets you a jail, one doesn't, and also depends on the age of the person in here. Like you can be 30 looking at an 18-year-old. You can't be 30 looking at a 17-year-old. Or you
Like
you can, but you can't. You know what I mean? Like as I said before, you don't know their, or as you said before, correction, you don't know their age, but still, you gotta kind of, you gotta put two and two together, man. Unless you just ask them.
Right.
But
It's
even
crazy,
then,
man.
as I told you, your own age. Like if me and you both looked at the same girl who was 19, like they parents would be looking at you odd, but they wouldn't even question you. You know?
I feel like bitches that are 22 to 25.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like it just as a situation, if we both looking at a 19-year-old, her parents will look at you like, what are your intentions here? What are you doing? Blah blah blah. Parents gonna look at me like, hey, have her home by such and such. Like, it's not gonna be a question.
Today's 19-year-olds that is not attractive, bro. I told you I tried
That's
that shit
because
when I
they're
was younger
dumb,
too.
bro.
I tried that shit when I was younger. Even when I was
Let me
like,
rephrase it. It's because they have these dumb personalities.
today's 19-year-olds that is not attractive, bro. I'm sorry.
Like, oh my God, have you not seen Justin Bieber? I swear, Tom Holland's so attractive. Have you not seen Zendaya? Oh, nigga, you
attractive.
cannot get over here. Huh?
Yeah, she's not attractive. It's like the same way like today's.
I thought you were gonna say Tom Holland is attractive. I was gonna say, what's wrong with him? He looks pretty normal to me. Like,
I don't know anything about what makes men attractive, man. I still don't fully
bro,
understand the concept.
I think, all right, in my mind, I look at him like, do you have a good hairline, right?
It's because you're
Is your
gay,
beard?
bro. Just
Yeah,
come
okay,
out.
cool story. So, like as I was saying, is your hairline back to your ears? Do you have a beard? No beard? Do you have a bunch of scars on your face? If you don't have any of those things, no acne, all the rest of that stuff, you should be considered a decent looking person, bro. If you look normal, like you should be a decent looking person. I look at Will Smith, decent looking person. Tom Holland, decent looking person, right? But then people see niggas like, or correction, exotic. She saw the baby, not the baby. She saw a little baby. It's like, oh, that nigga's cute. I'm like, bro, what?
No, his money's cute, bitch.
And that's
Why would you
exactly.
mention that name in this
Bro, shut.
How was
You
my
just said
son
you were
exotic,
free to
yo?
talk. Stop. Bro, shut.
How was
You
my
just
son
said you were
exotic,
free to
yo?
talk. Stop.